whether you're a writer, a director, or an actor, we're all in narrative filmmaking. We're using artifice and fiction to actually get at truth. We're trying to encapsulate some essential truth, even if it's just a moment. And that's ultimately what we're always chasing. And I was listening to the Smartless podcast on a very long drive recently, and Jason Bateman multiple times referred to actors as professional liars, and I fundamentally disagree with that. I think actors and writers and filmmakers are truth tellers. We use fiction to tell those truths. We can put a frame around a thing and focus your attention to that truth. And we can, manipulate time and space to get your attention onto that truth. But we're after truth, not lies.
To figure out a character, I am not casting based off of you giving me exactly what was on the page. 9 times out of 10, the reason why we like somebody is because they gave us something we weren't expecting. And I don't mean that they went off script or anything crazy, but maybe it's just the way you happen to twitch your eyebrow. I'm like, oh yeah, we really like how that works. And so with that, my advice is similar to what JC has said. Bring yourself to the character as you're trying to build that character and interpret what it is that the writers were looking for. Don't be afraid to be yourself to some extent. Obviously, we are looking for a specific character, but it's a lot of the little character traits that you have yourself that are really what sways the directors and the producers and everybody to bringing you in for something like that. So don't be afraid of that. I know some people are so afraid when they audition. They want to make sure that they get every line exactly correct and that they don't have any tics or twitches, and they want to deliver this perfectly clean dialogue. And nobody likes a sterile character. They're boring. Always try and tell people is, especially as a producer, we're idiots. We are morons. When you send us a self-tape, we are not going to magically see anything that's not there. So, first off, don't give us a reason not to cast you. As JC was saying, make sure we can see you and we can hear you. It doesn't have to be a fully lit set. It doesn't need to be anything crazy or elaborate, but you can't send us a garbage tape and expect us to cast you because we can't see you, we can't hear you. Secondly, if you don't look like the role, but you could, send us a headshot that shows that you can look like that, because we will not see it. We are idiots, we are morons, we have zero imagination. Now some of these directors, they have imagination and can do that sometimes, but even then, there's nothing wrong with sending a headshot that says, oh, this guy can look like a cowboy even though he's not dressed like that in this audition.
Just for the actors in the room, I know when you walk into the room to audition, it feels like an intimidating space, but I think this is pretty commonly the case, and I'm certainly speaking for myself. We're on your side. We like you already, because you might be the answer to our problem. Like, we need the perfect person for this role, and we really hope it's you. So we're not sitting across, unfortunately sometimes it's a table or whatever, going, show me. It's all right. I can't wait for you to knock my socks off. So, I hope that helps a little bit in easing people's, come in and do your best work under this very, very stressful situation. And I want this role so badly, but I can't show that I want it badly. Or, man, if I get this job, I might be able to pay my rent. My God, don't ever show that. But, you know, all those things can be true, and you know, I just don't want you fearing the person who's there with you, because they really, really want you to excel.
With that, I think it was Patrick Stewart that has been quoted several times as saying, you know, when you walk into the audition room, everybody there is on your side. They all want you to do the best that you possibly can. And of course, the flip side to this is never take a rejection personally, because half the time the reasons are beyond your control anyway. We are rooting for you, we want you to do well, but sometimes, you know, you're just too tall, or you don't have the right chemistry with the other actor we already cast, or 3 million other things that you have zero control over. So take what you do have control over and show us you. That's the best thing I can say is show us you, because we are hoping, as Greg said, that you are the answer to what we need and our problems.